Hey everyone, Natasha here with the Creative Council. Thank you for tuning in. We are going to be discussing today the difference between secular perspectives and biblical perspective of dreams. If you're new to the channel, right now we're in a series and we're talking about dream not languages, and the many different ways that God speaks to us through dreams. So this video is just basically, like I said, it's going to be about the difference between secular versus the biblical perspectives and views. So that I wanted to give that to you so that you can make a informed decision on how you should go about interpreting your dreams and why it is important to understand the different perspectives. So, anyways, yeah. So let me go ahead and start off. I have some notes because I don't. There's a lot of them, but I don't want to. I'm just going to go over a couple of them, and I don't want to miss any points. So, anyways, so the one of the primary differences between the two is going to be the external perspective versus the or origin, I should say, external origin versus the internal origin. So with the external origin, it's going to be basically it's not you like you're having a dream. It's more of the dream is happening to you, and like God, it's God giving you the dream basically, and you are because He is outside of time. He is in the past, present, and future, and He knows what's going to happen in your life. He knows what issues you may face, what answers you are going to need. So he'll give you a dream to help you navigate and come into alignment with purpose and destiny and what he has created you to walk in. Whereas internal dreams are going to be more based on your psyche. It's going to be based on like maybe your soul, so your mind, will, and emotions, and it's going to be or chemical dreams where it's like if you're at a like someone who's on drugs, if they have crazy dreams, it might be because of the chemical imbalance in their body. So the secular, the internal origin is basically going to stick within soulish kind of dreaming and chemical dreaming, or because your body is at a chemical imbalance. Whereas the external, and I'm not saying that you can't have a soul dream because there's, like I said, I'm going to go over the different categories in another video, but it's very, very, it's not a consistent thing. It's not only limited to that. It's more expansive because God is expansive. So He can give you a warning. He can give you a word of knowledge. He'll allow you to see what's happening or what's going to happen, so that you could, know what to do and be better equipped for the future and for purpose, like I said. So yeah, that's one of the main differences of the um where it originates. So the external and internal. Uh, the Another major difference is going to be layers versus singular. So when I say layers, like it's like the Bible. So you can read the Bible, you can read a scripture a million times and get different things out of it because it's multifaceted. So there's multiple layers within scripture. It's the same thing with dreams. Whereas, so like with the singular perspective, is you know it means this one thing, and that's basically the extent of it. So like a kid, if you dream of yourself at your old home, your childhood home, playing in the backyard, then the interpret maybe like you need to get into touch with your inner child or something around that kind of the psyche kind of working itself out. And that's kind of like all it means. Whereas the layered and leveled view, which is the biblical view, it could be allegorical, it could be prophetic, it could be literal. There's just different levels to dreams when you look at it from the perspective of the Bible, because even within the Bible, the dreams within the Bible are layered and they're multifaceted as well. So that's another big difference between the biblical and the secular view of dreams. Another difference is the eternal and the temporal. So the eternal is basically it will have a ripple effect. So if you have a dream and it's about a person or a place, and you know, maybe tell somebody about it, and they say, oh yeah, you know, and that's happened actually, you know, you have a warning dream or a word of knowledge dream, and it'll actually help someone, you giving them components to their life that may affect their future and their in the generations that comes through them. So it's not necessarily just always about you. It's about maybe a city, it's about a event, a place, and it's beyond you, so it's eternal. It has an eternal effect. Whereas the secular, it has a temporal effect, which is basically, you know, once you have the dream, you resolve the dream, and it's kind of done. It's like over. Um, so yeah, and then also the temporal, and I'm looking at my notes because I have a lot of points, but I didn't want to miss the major ones. But the other big difference between the biblical and the secular perspective is the theospective versus the introspective. So the theospective is God gave you the dream. He gives you the solution to the dream. Um, and he is the answer, basically. Whereas the introspective is you have it's your perspective, and you are the solution, and you basically are the answer to yourself. So you are the solution to all your problems. You are the solution to everything, basically. And, you know, that's if you were the solution to yourself, then you know you would be God. So yeah, anyways, just give me the differences between those two or whatnot. So there can be, like I said, these vast differences. There are these vast differences between the biblical versus the secular view. But those are kind of the main things to kind of think about when you're having a dream, or when you're trying to interpret a dream or whatever. Don't I would always strongly encourage you to never look at the secular perspective because it's faulty. It doesn't have it's fickle and there's no depth to it, and it's really derived of man's the philosophy of aspect of our person, which you men really does is really unexplored. So you know the dreams originate in the soul realm, in the spirit realm, basically, honestly. And so to try to look at that from a philosophical perspective and try to unpack it, it's just you're gonna miss because they're not even on the same plateau, basically. So I would always go with the biblical model just because, like I said, it's just so much more to dreams than what the secular perspective says, and then the interpretations are are not accurate because of the foundation it's based on, and just the lack of information and knowledge when it comes to the soul and spirit, because we are three-part being. We have a body. We are a spirit. We live in a soul, and we have a body. So and the dream world is really focusing on the soul, the spirit and the soul aspect. So there's a lot that I can go into. Those are the main points. Jeez. Those are the main points when it comes to the differences between biblical view versus secular view. So hope that was insightful. So yeah, if you like this video, or yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Jeez, today. Hit the button and subscribe. And if you have a dream, you can go ahead and join the Facebook group or get on Facebook and like the page, and you can send me your dreams. And then when I do the Facebook lives, um, I'm gonna can't do all of them obviously, but the ones that are common things that people have, we'll unpack that together, and we'll continue on this journey of learning the dream languages. So yay! Okay, so until next time, be healed, be free. I always say that the wrong way. I even say it. Be whole, be free, and be healed. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.